Okay, I'm now going to take you to the website that I have designed for Study Digital. So we're going to put in studydigital at mungocactus.com, and now you'll see the page loading. And you'll have seen the logo here loading slowly as a delay. I've done that to hold people's attention so they can think, oh, that's quite a nice thing happening there. What else might happen on the website? So I think it will encourage them to be on the lookout for things that are happening. So then as they scroll down the page thinking, oh, that was quite nice, they might start scrolling down, and then this happens. And they think, oh, that's interesting. What happened there? So they might go back up again, come down, and think, that's an interesting effect. I quite like that. And then again, the text comes in, floats in from all directions, and they think, wow, that's rather clever. Wonder how you do that. And then we can explain in the text how, by going on this course, you can learn how to do interesting things like that. Read a bit more about the course, and then we've got what is called a curtain scroll effect to show the next image or the next section. And I've got a nice image of Newcastle College, and in scrolls from the side world-class facilities. Again, another little effect that might, people think, oh, that's interesting, what else can happen here? And then that disappears again. So then we have some of our graduate success stories, some information about them, and they can read a bit more about. And I've done a fairly nice clean design, and again we've got this curtain reveal effect, which I quite like, and it does work like a curtain in a theatre where you're seeing the next act appearing, and so along comes this, and I'm suggesting that doing the course may bring opportunities where they could work at exciting offices like these instead of like a boring bank or anything like that. Facebook. Okay, and then again the curtain effect leads you on to some companies that people have worked for, local companies. We have those. Again, the scroll effect again. Well, the curtain effect. And then we have to view the portfolios of the students' work. I thought that'd be quite nice, and so there's a nice big button for them to click on. And so when they go to that, it flips, and then we have no here. So just have a little bit of fun, and again show them another effect which they could learn to do. When you click there, up comes the portfolio. And here we have some images from various previous students, and when you click on the button here, it will take you through various different projects. And then to close that, click on that button there. Boom. Okay, so that's that happening. So again, another nice effect that, will make people think, oh, that's clever. I wonder how you do that. And if you go on the course, you learn how to do nice things like this, as well as good, clean, functional design. And then further on, we come to what the catch line at the end, where it's, if you want to join the course, this is how to apply, and help on how to apply, etc., what entry requirements, etc. And down the bottom, there's some text about copyright and thanks to people who have supplied extra code for the functionality of the jQuery effects and that. We have some links here as well. I won't click on those because I want to stay on this page, but they are the Twitter one's working, I think, and the Facebook one is working, but there's no Pinterest one, but we could set up a Pinterest one as well. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Oh, and then I did put Reach for the Stars at the top here as well, which when that's clicked on, it will scroll to the top of the page again. Should you feel the need. There you go. And that is the website. I think it does scroll down quite nicely with a little bit of effect to keep people's interest as they scroll down the page, wondering what is next, what could happen next. I will now move on to showing you how I built it. Okay, this is the coding for the Study Digital Design website. This is the index HTML page. As it's a scrolling website and all the information is on this page. There are no other pages as such. I'm just going to skip through this side of things fairly quickly. It's all quite straightforward. In the first instance, before I show you the SAS and the CSS working, I'll just skip right down to the bottom of the page and show you these are the links for the JavaScript. Now that controls the fading in of the logo at the beginning. It gives the curtain effect and the flip and all those sort of functionalities. So for example, here you can see it says flip.js. That is the file, and up here you can see flip.js, and that's all the code for that file, and to cause the button to flip with the smiley face. You can also see it is also linked to script here, the script file JavaScript, which is this one here, which has got some code which I've put in myself for, well, the fading in function, and there's controlling the speed of the curtain effect, and yes, so those items there. Okay, that's that side of things. Now onto the SAS. This is this file here, and there's not a lot there. I'm created a couple of extra files, one for containers and one for typography and one for the reset. So I can break down the CSS into a much more, well, more organized way of doing it. So on one page I have the typography, so I can find, and this is where all the typography for the website is, and I have another page which has got the containers, so what size boxes and things like that are there. Basically all the things that aren't typography related, and they all get called in onto this page here, and when I make changes here, they're updated on that one and then outputted on the style CSS page here. Okay, and that's how that happens. You can see on the typography page, I'm going to show you where I've put some variables which I've discussed in my development file in more details. So where it says dark background text as white, then I have just put in dark background text, dark background text. So if I just want to change that color, I only have to change it once up here. If I wanted to do it in green, for example, and then when that gets outputted into the style CSS, wherever I had there, it shows white, then they would show the hex code for green in all those places. So I only have to change it once on this here, and it will change it in all the different places down the page here, which makes it a lot faster and a lot easier. Now to run this SAS thing, I have to open up the terminal. So I'm going to go to a new page, I think. Now I'm going to show you the terminal. Recent items, terminal. There we go. And this is where the SAS file updates the CSS file. Now, first thing I need to do is change directory. Now we want hotdocs/study digital SAS. That's the name I've given the folder and the website. Okay. And there we go, that's the folder. Cool. And then next I have to do this so that it's watching, SAS is watching. And we type in SAS folder style.css. So that's the SAS file that I've created in the SAS folder. And then that's going to find the CSS folder style.css file, and there we go. It's going to be changing the CSS. I think maybe I can just quickly is project, open project, this one. So just for example, in typography, if I change the font size from 50 point to 30 pixels, okay, in the SCSS, the SAS sheet, save that. Then if we go to the terminal, you can see here a change has been detected to the SAS, typography, SCSS, and then it's written it in this CSS style doc, and that's how that works. So that's all running very sweetly. So all the changes I make in the typography SAS, as I showed beforehand, will update on the style CSS sheet here. So if we quickly look on this, that was on, that's all that, bumpy, there we go, H1's been changed to 30 pixels now. I think that's where I changed it. If we go back to typography, H1 30. But ideally we want it 50, so let's change it back to 50. Save, back to style CSS, change to 50. Fantastic. Okay, that's that. Thank you very much for listening.